In March of 2010, broad daylight violence in Ciudad Juarez crossed an invisible line. Two vehicles were ambushed near the U.S. consulate. Inside were people connected to the American diplomatic mission. Within minutes, the scene became international news. Not because Juarez was violent, but because this time, the violence reached the United States government directly. What followed was not an immediate explanation, but a years-long federal investigation that would eventually point to Barrio Azteca, a prison-based gang operating on both sides of the border. According to federal prosecutors, Barrio Azteca wasn't just a street gang. Court documents describe it as a structured criminal organization with leadership inside U.S. prisons, enforcement teams in Ciudad Juarez, and working alliances with powerful Mexican drug cartels. By 2010, authorities allege Barrio Azteca functioned as an enforcement arm, collecting debts, protecting drug routes, and carrying out acts of violence at the direction of higher criminal interests. Members were allegedly bound by rank, rules, and loyalty, with orders flowing from prison cells into neighborhoods across Texas and northern Mexico. After the consulate murders, investigators began connecting dots that had been forming for years. Federal indictments later alleged that Barrio Azteca members participated in racketeering activities that included drug trafficking, extortion, kidnapping, and murder. Prosecutors said the gang enforced control through fear, using violence to maintain territory and protect cartel operations moving through the Juarez corridor. The case expanded quietly. Wiretaps, cooperating witnesses, prison communications. According to court filings, investigators built timelines showing how instructions were passed, how targets were identified, and how violence was carried out, often with military-style coordination. In 2011, the federal government unsealed a sweeping racketeering indictment charging 35 members and associates of Barrio Azteca. Among the charges were conspiracy, drug trafficking, money laundering, and murder, including allegations tied directly to the 2010 consulate killings. The indictment described a criminal enterprise operating across borders, prisons, and jurisdictions. Something far larger than a single incident or single group of defendants. Years later, the case would reach another milestone. Eduardo Ravelo, a senior Barrio Azteca leader once placed on the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list, was captured, extradited, and eventually pleaded guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, and murder-related charges connected to the same investigation. Federal prosecutors described his role as part of a command structure that helped enable violence tied to cartel operations in Juarez during one of the city's deadliest periods. The consulate murders were not charged in isolation. They became the focal point of a broader federal effort to dismantle an organization authorities believed had grown powerful enough to challenge governments, not just rivals. And that's the part that matters. Because when a street-level act triggers international indictments, extraditions, and life sentences, it tells you this wasn't just about one hit. It was about an operation. And the federal case suggests that operation ran deeper, wider, and longer than most people realize. Follow for part 2, where we break down how the extraditions unfolded and what the sentences reveal about the scale of the enterprise prosecutors say they uncovered. Leave a comment if you remember this case or have a topic you'd like to hear about.